Hello, how's it going? My name is Ilyao.tech, Cloud Engineering at Santa Monica Hub. I am going over the integrated IoT product management and Fusion ERP demo using live sensor data via Raspberry Pi. This product demonstration is a little bit more technical and is geared more for engineers and those with technical knowledge. So today's session agenda overview, live demo with the Raspberry Pi. I'll go over the maintenance cloud, the hardware and the applications needed for this demo, the one-time setups and pre-demo steps, and then what's next. The new interactive integrated demo engages emerging tech and cloud applications in order to help you show the art of the possible. The configuration requires a Raspberry Pi, a Fusion instance, an IoT PM environment, and an IoT cloud services environment. For those not familiar, the Raspberry Pi is a low-cost credit card-sized machine that serves as a sensor system directing various sensor information to the IoT cloud services. There is an additional add-on board for the Raspberry Pi. It allows the Raspberry to actually do the sensing around and allows the measurements of temperature, humidity, pressure, vibration, and orientation to output information using its built-in LED matrix. With this sensor system, you will be able to model a shop floor in real time using the data from Raspberry Pi, which obviously represents the physical sensors on the shop floor. Feed IoT, PM, and trigger an incident. Based on the rules defined in IoT PM, the incident will generate a work order that will be sent to Fusion and Maintenance Cloud, and then the completion of this work order will in turn update the IoT product management incident as resolved. So, overview of the two halves of this demo, the B2B, is the product Fit 5000 will be in plant B, and it will be simulated using a vibration which is induced by a hydraulic press. So an over vibration situation will be triggered by this press. And B2C, which is a Supremo 5000, plant A, and this is a charging machine demo where it will be simulated that a overcharging situation will occur and the amperage will go over the machine, on the machine. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the demo now. So I'm going to go ahead and open up demo.oracle.com where we have the Fusion GSI as well as the Oracle IoT PM production monitoring. And I'm going to click on production monitoring here. That opens up our dashboard for all the monitoring cloud services here for IoT. As you can see, we have a bunch of various plants and locations listed here on the map. We're going to go ahead and open up plant A. And this is the floor plan. We don't have a map, unfortunately, here, but if you can imagine just a map with the various charge machines. And we have the KPIs of that charge machine. This here will show us our live view of the actual sensor systems. So I'm going to go ahead and open up TeamViewer and open up the Raspberry Pi, which is going to be simulating our sensor system. This is going to essentially be replicating a charge machine and will relay the sensor information. I'm going to go ahead and just open up these various or go through these various menus here, just as connections to the cloud. I'm going to list the amp threshold here and the time interval. The amp threshold is where it will be triggered, the amount that it's going to be triggered by. And obviously the time threshold is just, or the time interval will be the time it sends back the information. So this is what I see on the Raspberry Pi here. It's a green check mark. It's showing that the demo is running correctly, and obviously the live view shows us the amps from the sensor system that's coming in. So if I lightly just breathe on it a little bit, you can see it goes up and down here. And we're going to click on the machine incidents. These are past incidents here. As you can see, they're resolved. And I'm going to go back to the live sensor system. And in order to simulate it going up, we can just go ahead and breathe on it. And as you can see, the values go up when we breathe on the Raspberry Pi hat here. And in this demo, it's triggered. This will go from green to red, obviously replicating a trigger situation here. And we'll go back to the sensor system and we'll see that a incident has been created in IoT PM. If we click on it, we can see that this is a new situation, and we can see that there's an abnormal increase of the current, and the service technician should check for the blown fuse. There's no comments obviously here, so you can see nothing has been acted upon, and we've got a bunch of various details. So I'm going to click on back here, and then we're going to go ahead and open up the rest of the Fusion suite here. Just remember that this is the IoT side, and we also have a Fusion side where we have a lot of the management side of things, so finances, that sort of thing. This essentially shows us the various statuses of the IoT side, and if there's anything going on here. So we're going to go and open up the Fusion side here. And we're going to click on the launch demo. You can see that you have the Fusion GSI here. And you've got the Oracle IoT here. I'm going to launch the demo. We copy the password here. And this is the Fusion side here. Go ahead and log in. And I've already logged in as Luca Faust, which is the manager of this work order system here. This is our dashboard here, and we can see the various situations going on at a quick glance. We're going to click on maintenance, manage maintenance work orders. Click on show filters. I'm going to click on this work order that was just created. And what we're going to do here is define basically a list of actions that need to happen on this work order in order to fix this charging station. So I'm going to click on IoT charging station, click on save, go through the various prompts here. And what you'll see is in the operations tab, there's a bunch of actions that have been added to this work order that basically simulate, taking things off, changing the fuse, mounting things, various actions that need to happen on this machine. For example, this is a check connectors, so after you've taken and dismounted the charging station, you obviously need to check the connectors, the fuse, and then mount it back on. So this is basically a step-by-step process on what needs to happen on this machine. You can go ahead and save and close that real quick, and then release this work order so that it can be actioned upon. So click on release, save and close here. And as you can see, we'll get back to here and we see that one of the work orders is ready to be actioned upon. These wheels here show you the past work that has been done and the work that's been completed. So I'm going to click on ready here. And this is our work order. And what we're going to do is just basically go through and just click on quick complete. This simulates basically the actions being completed step by step. So we're going to click on quick complete again. Step 2 has been changed from status ready to status complete. As you can see up top here, we're going to click on quick complete again. 30 has been changed from ready to complete, and this last one will complete this work order. As you can see, the status has been completely complete. And so we're just going to go refresh this, and we'll see that the work order has been completely completed. And we don't have anything ready, and there's nothing past due. You can obviously see that the scheduled versus complete work has gone up by 1. And you'll see here, this is new. We'll refresh this, and we'll see that the work order has been finished up. And if we click on it, we'll see that there's various notes on the transitioning throughout the steps here. So we're going to go back, and you can see that everything has been resolved. The situation has been cleared, and there's no more incidents here. Okay, so the hardware and the applications needed for this sort of a demo is a Raspberry Pi supply, obviously the Raspberry Pi Sense hat, Raspberry case, and a 32 gig, at least a 32 gig SD card. The applications that will be needed for this is the Fusion GSI, ERP, CSM, HCM, and Engagement Cloud, as well as the Oracle Internet of Things Production Monitoring Hub. One-time setup, just a brief overview, obviously installing the Sense hat, and then setup with the Pi, and then also there will be needed some libraries installed in order to run this Pi simulation. Points to note that there are weekly passwords and usernames that are changed. So if you are planning to run this more than a couple weeks, make sure you are keeping up with the passwords that change weekly. Big shout out to all these people here that helped put together this demo. And the collateral could be found on demo.oracle.com. This includes the demo scripts, the pre-demo scripts, as well as the various assets needed to be installed on the Pi, as well as instructions on how to get the environments running. So, quick roadmap, the IoT production monitoring with maintenance cloud is available now. The production monitoring and manufacturing cloud is available in July 2020. This allows for the various things as listed here. And the asset monitoring and maintenance cloud is available August 2020, as well as allowing for various abilities such as listed here. Big thanks for checking this out. Please list any sort of questions you have down below and be able to answer them. Thanks.